Two, one.
Hi, you guys. Welcome to our first class, Operations 1 of our Legacy Brand Leader Journey portal. I have here my colleague Sebastian Nacona of Cataplasma.
Hey.
And I am Caitlin Theed of StorySpeak Enterprises. And together we found the Legacy Brand Leader Journey. And let's give a quick intro about what the Legacy Brand Leader Journey is and why we do this in ways of operations. Like, what does Operations 1 even mean? So, Legacy Brand Leader Journey is simply a journey of people who have businesses who want the business to outlive them so they can use money to heal the world for generations. The only way to secure money in a business for generations is to have a brand that can be passed on after you. Okay, so this is how we carry missions in the world. Specific examples are Newman's Own, Patagonia, and other brands that you can think of, really big brands who are using money in a good way. Okay, so Operations 1 is the first order of operations, and that is branding. And what many business coaches won't tell you, and this is another difference between the Legacy Brand Leader Journey and other coaching programs, is that you have to do things in a certain order. You can't do sales when you want. You can't do marketing when you want to. If you don't do the operations and build them in the correct order, everything you build going forward will be off point. So that's why branding is always number one, because branding sets the tone for the entire empire. So Sebastian's going to talk more about the three aspects of branding that we're going to cover in this class today.
Yeah. So, well, basically, branding is super important because it's aligning your core and everything you do inside of your business, right? It's making everything become congruent, cohesive, and consistent. So we do this by using the three pillars of branding, which are positioning. That's basically what place you're taking in the market and the minds of your people. How you're what's the place that you're taking in the minds of your people and their hearts. Then you have messaging. That's the story you're telling, how you're communicating the value that you have to bring into the world. And finally, you have your visual identity. That's basically the eye candy, and it's the most abstract way of making people feel a certain way. So if you make these three parts to work together, then you're gonna start building a really powerful brand that will endure in the minds and the hearts of your people.
Yes, I love it. Woo. All right. So, are we ready to begin, Sebastian?
Damn ready.
Okay. All right. So, Sebastian's going to take you through what you would do in this class. If you were actually in this class, it wouldn't be Sebastian doing it. You would be doing it. So, right now, we're going to click into the questionnaire, the brand Q&A. This is the first step in Operations 1 after we set the precedent of what branding is. So Sebastian, in the chat box here, you will find a link to the Google form for branding. It says brand Q&A. So tell me when you click. All right. And he's already got it. All right, so let's just go ahead and fill this out. Please put your email address and everything at top to bottom.
Sorry, your audio got a little bit funky.
Oh, that's okay. I was just telling you to fill it out from top to bottom and let me know if you have any questions.
Fantastic. So my email address, CEO. Boom.
Okay. That's a testimonial. You don't have to watch that.
Okay. So should we keep going?
Keep going. Yes.
Okay. Brand style guide overview. Would you like to give us a short, a brief
Oh,
intro
yeah.
in this? Or should I
Sure.
read it?
Well, your brand, I'll read it.
Okay.
Your brand appearance and the way it sounds is determining what users feel and perceive about your brand. So this is exactly what Sebastian was just saying. the 3 pillars, especially the visual, like the visuals, this is what will set you apart and be memorable in the minds and hearts of people. It's not about looking perfect or looking good. The most important thing about branding is making sure that you understand your own values and your own emotions of the brand, which is like the brand is like the entity, like an imaginary friend that you're creating. Okay. It's like a baby you're having. So the baby, your brand, is going to be what attracts your audience to you. And the only way is for the baby, the brand, to embody the same feelings that your audiences feel. So because like they're going to see this baby, the brand, and they're going to be like, oh my God, that baby is everything I always feel inside. How'd they know? Oh my God, I think just like that too. How'd they know? And they're going to be like, it should be, a brand should be that powerful that you're either attracting people to you or sending the ones who are not for you away. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Attract your tribe and repel those who are not aligned.
Yes. So
and actually, sorry to interrupt. I'd like to share a story because this will make very tangible the power of brand, right? Of that feeling that you're gonna generate on your people. So is that okay?
Go ahead. Take it away.
So Robert Cialdini, in his book Persuasion, mentions that they did an experiment in a mattress store. They put an image at the very entrance of the store for a certain time, and they tried another image, and they analyzed what were people focusing their attention on. So first they put an image with cents, money, little coins and dollar signs, and they entered the store and they were really concerned about the price and getting the cheapest option and all this stuff, right? Their focus was on money. Then they switched the image and they put some clouds, and people started focusing on comfort and finding the mattress that would help them feel the most comfortable. And when they told them that they were being part of this experiment, and they asked them, they asked them like, okay, do you think the image at the entrance had anything to do with why you're focusing on this? And they were like, no, absolutely not. I care about the price because I care about the price, or I care about comfort because but the results showed that people were more focused on price when they showed them this image, the image of money first, and they were more focused on comfort when they were shown a very comfortable image. So that's the power of branding. Just with one image, with one feeling that they don't even make conscious, you are affecting their decision making as well.
Yes, and I just want to, if I may add on to that, from personal experience, Sebastian, so this brand guide, just so everyone knows, this is what I used to use for my consultants, my consulting clients. When I was a consultant, all these resources in every class and in our Legacy Brand Leader Journey portal are things that I would fill out on behalf of the business owner, and they'd use these resources for their team or for their marketing activities, to position themselves to get the right messaging and to attract the right audience, which would then increase their sales and make the budgets more effective and also save them money. Okay. So these are very high value things that I learned actually in Big Pharma. When I was the global marketing coordinator, I saw that they had a brand guide. And so then I carried a lot of what I learned there to my consulting clients. And now I teach this very transparently to every business owner because we need to know it. But yeah, I use these same principles here to design my website since 2014. And people would come to me because of the images I used, because of the messaging, and because they loved the feelings and my mission. And I really resonated and knew my audience. I was able to get clients, honestly, just because I was so good at capturing their emotions and communicating my mission. So that's what this brand guide is going to help us with. All right, let's keep going then. Let's get to work. Please scroll down.
Okay. One question. Read the paragraph below and then answer the questions.
Yes.
What do you want your visitors to receive from you when they visit your site or interact with your brand?
Yeah.
For example, think of your takeaways from other blogs, websites, and describe the following takeaways for your audience. What feelings, what knowledge, be as specific as possible. This is your purpose. Okay, so I want them to receive inspiration. Is it only one thing or more? Can I put a couple?
It can be more. I try to say limit to 3.
Okay. So inspiration, knowledge and skills. Those would be the 3.
Okay, let's be more specific. So another way of asking this, which I asked on the legacy brand map, is how do you want these people feeling about themselves after they interact with you?
I want them to feel capable, powerful.
So capable to do what? Powerful to do what? And inspired to do what? Or be what? And what do you want them to know about?
Capable of changing the world. Inspired. Let me change.
Okay. Inspired to share themselves or inspired to share? There we go.
Skills and knowledge.
Good. So inspired to show you want them to feel capable of changing the world. Okay. Good. I think that those are 2 strong things. So, all right. You feel good with that?
Yeah, I feel great.
Okay. Good. So next is, what do you want your audience to say about? This is where a lot of business owners get this confused. Is now it's okay, and now this is like, what do you want them walking away saying about your business? You know.
They opened my eyes, or in a new way.
In what? In a new way, specifically?
They gave me a new perspective that motivates me to take action. Is that okay?
Good. Yeah. Yes, that's good. I just have one more question too for the first question. It would really be helpful to know. So this is supposed to be your brand purpose. So would you feel confident in saying that? I just want to make sure that your purpose aligns with what you want people taking away. That your brand purpose for Cataplasma is to inspire others to share their skills and knowledge and to change the world with their skills and knowledge.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay. Good. Because that's all. The brand purpose should match what you want your visitors to walk away with themselves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's definitely the purpose. It's just framed in a way that I had never thought of it, and I like it.
Good. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Can you? All right, good. So if your brand were 3 colors, what would it be? I mean, you can have less than 3 colors if you want.
Can it be 4?
Yes.
Black and white.
Okay.
Mexican things.
Good. Now, what would the 3 emotions be for your brand?
Inspiration, empowerment, gratitude.
Good. Now this is really
actually generosity.
Great. And so I have to ask, do the colors match the emotions? Like when you think of Mexican pink and turquoise, black and white, I think it's really important when we think of our colors to make sure that each color can match the feeling, can be aligned to one feeling for each color. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Okay,
I
good.
would say empowerment is black and white, turquoise is generosity, inspiration is Mexican print.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, good. Okay, now if your brand were a personality, what would it be?
Supportive, professional, healing or nurturing.
Sounds like a good friend. Okay, now what can you describe the voice of your brand to us if we were to hear it on the radio?
It would be like a shamanic samurai, magical, yet tactical.
All I see is a man with a mustache in like a genie uniform holding a sword.
Love it. That's precisely.
Yeah. Oh, he kind of looks like you, actually. Yeah.
I'm a samurai shaman. What can I say?
Oh my gosh. So now, Sebastian, keep in mind that this brand guide, these questions are going to be turned into a brand guide. And so it's important that the copywriter, the future team member that is reading this, will need to understand what a shamanic samurai and magically a tactical sounds like. So can you be a little more basic about it? Like, because that may, just a little more simple. So, yeah.
Okay, so, a wise man.
There you go.
That could work.
Yep. A wise man. And then, so like really basic. So for example, like witty or sarcastic or,
wise in that
cheerful. Yeah. Okay, wise. But then, so what kind of, if they would talk, okay, good. And then I guess we'd look at the personality to know the rest. So a wise man who sounds supportive, professional, and nurturing. So then you, even if you'd like say, okay, do you think he would talk fast or slow or,
Slow.
It's almost like casting a character in a movie. Yeah.
Wise, deep, slow.
Good. So patient. Yeah, I love it. Because you can hear patience and wisdom in a voice, right?
I would even say seductive.
Okay. Good. Isn't this fun?
Yeah, definitely.
Good. Okay. Now let's describe your perfect audience.
Okay. So I would say they are creative, they are leaders, they have big dreams, and a lot to share and build the world. They take care about their health. Body, mind, and spirit.
Good. And maybe, is there anything particular that they would value? Like the environment, what are their core values?
About the environment, their people, living a full, feeling life, building legacy.
Sounds like we have the same clients. Okay. Good. how are you in your brand similar to your ideal audiences, Sebastian?
Oh, we are hippies. Tree huggers. How do you spell huggers? Like that? Okay, I'll guess. Nature lovers. Empathetic. Purpose driven.
Good. So notice I said these are your blog topics, which can also be blogs, videos, and podcasts. These are the types of people you'll attract to your brand. So by using these similarities, we can even now understand the type of content that the themes of the content should be geared towards this. Does that make sense?
Okay. In that case, I also need to add the business side of it.
Yeah. Yes. Business creators. Entrepreneurs. Good. Okay. Next, what differences may you have with your perfect audience?
Maybe time on business. Digital mastery.
Can you explain that a little more? What do you mean?
So basically, I've been longer in business. I
see.
understand better how to use digital media.
Okay. And I may have to alter this. You notice how I said these are the types of people you won't attract to your brand. And I say that because it's not really that you won't attract them, but I should say these are the people that may not be ready to work with you.
Okay.
That's really what it is. Okay, good. Right? So these would be like the warm audience. The people who are attracted to you, but it's not a good fit at the moment because maybe the timing or their expertise, right? Maybe, they're either overqualified or underqualified. Does that make sense?
Okay, but in that sense, I feel like the question, well, like my answers are not exactly that.
Okay, so dig in, because I think that makes sense as well.
Yes.
Right? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
But add to it if you feel, because this is your brand guide. So.
What else? So these are things that let me know that they are ready to buy, right?
Yes.
Okay. Commitment. Like if they are not ready to go 100%.
Yep.
I think that would be pretty much it.
Good.
Like if they are committed to their dreams, we can make them happen.
You're putting that in caps now. Okay, good. Okay, so now describe your least ideal audience.
Okay. Lazy, unmotivated, negative, resentful,
polluters. We can always add to the list, but you get the idea. So the reason I add this now is because this is a great measurement of, let's say we start attracting these people. It's like, where's my content off? So we have to compare. This question is a great way. If we start attracting these types of people, we have to look again at our content and say, where's my messaging off? Why is my messaging attracting these people? Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah, so we have to be aware of who we don't want to attract, as well as, being aware of what we want to attract. Okay, good. Next, you've made it step 2. We're almost done. Yeah, we're almost at the finish line. So what inspired you to start this? And honestly, these questions are more for me than you.
Okay. What inspired me to start this? Um, I believe stories have the power to change the world. I want to help um, game changers tell their story with power.
Good. And so this question is asking your why, really, right? Like what inspired us is our why. So this will be your story too. This answer. Question one could be your story. So number two, what is your favorite thing about what you offer to your audience? Again, this was more for me to know, just so I can know more about you.
Seeing my clients inspired.
I love it. Okay. Number three, what do you offer? This is a trick question. Let's see if you get it.
What do I offer that no one else can? I would pretty much say myself, but I don't know.
Yes. If you say that, then you know your value. Then you know that there's no competition because no one else is you. You have this idea, so you have to bring it to fruition. Okay, good.
And this is something that it has taken me a while to understand. Because I've been in a journey of sharing everything I know, and right now I'm in a point where I'll share everything for free or very cheap, because I still know that what's most valuable about working with me is my perspective and how I put everything together.
Yes. Good. And by the way, you guys, once you take the Legacy Brand Leader Journey, you get Sebastian and I, plus other amazing leaders. Okay, press the submit button.
Oh, I'm not a robot, I swear. It's not me. It's not.
Palmeras. That's Spanish for palms. Now I know.
Exactly.
Las palmeras.
Yeah. Las palmeras.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's go to, we're going to actually use this questionnaire now. So can you say edit your response, because it'll probably let you see your answers. And we're going to use that with your brand guide. Scroll down if you will. And now we're going to share both of our screens. So let me share. Oh, can you edit the settings to allow me to share also?
Let me see.
If you go to meeting settings, there's something that says allowing both participants to share the screen at the same time.
Where can I find the meeting settings?
I think if you go into the Zoom panel, right? So I see options at the top of the screen. Do you see? It says options. Oh, and that's exit full screen. But settings, there's a settings. Do you see?
I don't see it, but I see how I can make you the host. Cool, that should work, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Now you're the host.
Okay, my turn, everyone. Okay. Thank you.
Hold on, Caitlin's on control. Apple.
I love control. Okay, I'm sharing my screen now. So now I'm okay. Here we go. We're gonna go into Sebastian's responses and use their questions. I'm gonna help Sebastian now fill in our brand Q&A. And again, this is all in our Operations 1 in the Legacy Brand Leader portal. But we're gonna quickly go ahead and do that now. And So we answered the questions. So now, I just want you to see my face for a second. You answered the questions. Great job, Sebastian. We just created a brand. That's what we did right now. You like just solidified your identity, right? We got the voice, the feelings, created the soul. You got your message, your purpose, your why, and we have our target audience. So the next thing we create is called the brand guide, and this is going to be a guide that we use like the Bible for our entire team going forward, literally for the lifetime of our brand.
Exciting.
So, you're a designer. I would like you to know. Tell us, Sebastian, how having a brand guide can help us change. Can help the designer.
Okay, so basically the brand guidelines will set the rules for the visual elements and how to use them.
Okay, now that's interesting because a lot of people just drop the things off to the designer and are like they make it the designer be in charge of the vision. So tell me more about that. Why do you disagree with that?
Well, I think the decisions for your visual identity should always be based on your customers, on what attracts them, what actually makes them feel the way you want them to feel.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if your designer likes a certain color or if there's a new technique, or what really matters is that you get your audience to feel the way you want them to feel about you.
And so you're saying it's not, and I think that's a misconception, right? It's not about how people feel. I mean, it's not about what we like. You're saying it basically has nothing to do with what we like.
Yeah. And actually, this is something that happens a lot, that we as business owners want our identity to be something we like. And that works when you are your ideal clients, and like when you're going to for people who share your beliefs and your values and how you see the world, then that works fine because you will attract people like you. But if you want to attract people with different tastes and different perspectives on life, then using your own taste to guide the design process is not the wisest option, because it's gonna be something that might make you feel inspired, might make your ideal customers get mad or actually get sad, right? It could be a completely opposite reaction.
That's just crazy. Well, what I imagine in my head is I'm like, imagine I bring my brand to you and I'm like, here, design this for me. And I don't do this step. I don't have a brand guide. I don't take the time to really decide what the emotions are. And I have someone design the logo. And then I'm attracting people who like the designer, but they don't like me. They don't like what I'm offering because the designer did it from him. So he was only doing what he likes. That's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Like I'm paying the designer to attract people to him, like to get him clients.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
That's why strategy is so important, because then you can align your goals to the needs of your clients. And actually, Mozilla Firefox did this incredibly, because the last rebrand they did, they made it open. Like they were sharing the whole process with their audience and with their tribe. So they got direct feedback from their clients on what was actually achieving their goals. So if you can do something like that, I think that's the best way you can go for your visual identity.
Yes, the brand is for the people, not for us. It's not for the business owner, it's for the people, because the people carry it on.
Yeah. And I'll tell you a little secret. Sometimes having the wrong person hate your design is the right signal. And what I mean with this, sometimes I show my designs to my mom because I know that if she hates them, they are right on point.
That's awesome. That's really, just like the brand guide, the least ideal audience. And you're like, okay, if you like this, I'm catering to the wrong audience.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, and that's a huge other tip, you guys. Your brand is not meant to cater to everyone. There's someone meant for you. Like the way we look, the way we feel, the way we talk, we attract certain people for a reason. So your brand is the same way. It's not meant for everyone. It's a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow. Okay, you guys. So when you go into the Legacy Brand Leader portal, this is what we do after the Q&A. We're creating our brand guide template now. This is one of the lifetime resources you get. And here we go. So Sebastian, you're my client now. This is going to be Cataplasma's official brand guide well before the next step, right? So I'm just going to go actually right into the brand question. Here it is. Okay. And I'm going to just easy peasy copy and paste some things in here. So Sebastian, why don't you tell me though, so at this point in our journey, the client would fill out the questionnaire and they'd be bringing this template to you to make your brand guidelines. So tell me more about what you would be doing for people.
Okay, so we would check everything and basically find if everything is aligned or if there's anything that needs some tightening. And we're gonna start giving everything some structure. So we're gonna put everything together into a single document where you have your fonts, your colors, your brand images, and also the feelings and the concepts that will make your brand.
Good. Now they will say though, but isn't that what this is, Sebastian? This is a document containing everything you just said in one place. So what's different about your brand guidelines that you give people?
It's gonna be more visual. Like it's making all of these concepts come to life in a more tangible way.
And here's the difference between us, you guys. The reason I have to have you make this guide before you go to Sebastian is because we're not here to deliver things to you without you learning why we do it. So you have to be your own brand master. So by doing this exercise, then you meet with Sebastian, and in the portal, once you complete this brand guide, it says, congratulations, you have a brand. Now you can schedule a call with Sebastian. He's going to give you brand guidelines, and he's going to make sure that your colors match your emotions, that your personality is on point, and that you are vibing with the tribe you want to attract. Okay, cool beans. So here we go. The brand emotions. We're just going to copy paste the 3 emotions. Here we go. So you just match up pretty much what it says on the guide to the questions you answered. A bum bum bum. And everyone that fills this out is emailed the responses to them from Google Forms. So Sebastian, I'm gonna leave the colors, the codes and everything blank because you're gonna do that for them. And that was mine. All right. In the fonts, I think you can match up the personality to the fonts as well. So I'm gonna leave that blank. You're gonna deal with that. So then we go down. Here we go. Branding imagery, just like you talked about. This would be the personality, the wise samurai thing you had said. Personality. Oh no, sorry, that's the personality. This is a good friend. Okay. Are you liking this, Sebastian? Are you liking how easy this is?
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah. These images are pretty much what come to your head at the moment. If you have trouble filling this in before you get to Sebastian, that's fine. Leave it blank and Sebastian can help you figure it out. But for me, I already knew exactly what filter I used and what images. A lot of us intuitively know what we do want to see. So it's important to fill out as much of this form as you can before you get to Sebastian, because the more you fill out, the more he can help you. Would you agree, Sebastian?
Absolutely.
Okay, we're almost done here then. So let's see the voice. Oh, how do you sound, wise man? You sound like this, like a sage. You're basically a sage, a badass sage. All right, I'm gonna look. It's all copy paste, man. Copy paste. There we go. So now imagine I give this to my writer. Now I used to be a copywriter, you guys, and we would be given these things, these brand guidelines too, and it would tell us what we're supposed to sound like, what we're supposed to speak like, the feelings you want people to get. Like, So this is a real thing. They have these in the publishing industry. They have this in the corporate world, and this is how you're going to build the brand of your dreams and build a legacy. It's by having these standards in place for everyone that comes into your mission and works for you, so they're all going to understand the brand as well as you do. All right. I'm just gonna, for the sake of time, also delete that. You weren't that specific with this, but I'm just gonna copy and paste what you did in yours. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that blank because you weren't as descriptive as I was in that. But age range, Sebastian?
I would say from 30 to 40.
Okay. Male and female, ever evolving, creative, visionary. Let me know if you'd like to change anything. I'm just gonna a boom, 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 a boom, 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 a boom, a boom. What would you say for income?
Yeah, probably around, I would say 60K.
Okay.
Actually more, 80K.
Okay.
And in hobbies, I would put coding. For some reason, a lot of my clients do coding. They are coders. They usually have a good coding job, and they are building a brand, a business.
So you techies, yeah.
Techies, yeah.
And
also
like
artists and healers.
Okay.
A lot of healers, actually.
I'm gonna say Warhammer heads. How do you feel about that?
Sounds good. I don't really know what hammer heads means, but sounds cool.
Warhammer, it's like it's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Or Magic cards.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right?
Like my people.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I thought so. Okay, and so now on this map, Sebastian, is also just like tips for social media platforms, you know, just Twitter, keep it brief, share published articles, share content, quotes, Instagram, speak like a motivator, because you can't treat every social media platform the same. And then we, again, topics would be the purpose. Remember we made the topics?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, the topics. The topics we put. This one.
Tree colors, nature lovers, empathetic, purpose-driven leaders.
Yeah. So for me personally, I do different topics per channel. So like my blog is more esoteric and spiritual. My podcast is stories of entrepreneurs. My videos are teaching marketing and business. So do you want the same topics everywhere, or are you like me? You kind of like categorize it?
Good question. The podcast would be entrepreneurial.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably break it down into different stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep this the same. I think we're pretty aligned, to be honest.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. Cool beans. That's it, you guys. So now, oh no.
What's up?
I accidentally changed it on my brand guide, so I just have to. I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna just. There we go. Okay, that's yours, and this is mine. Yeah. Get away! Get away!
I think you can go to the saved versions of the document on file or something over the menu. So you don't have to change it all again.
Oh, well, I just did. Okay. All right, here we go, man. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now I would save this as a PDF. If you're in the Legacy Brand Leader journey, we would simply save it, put it in a folder, and hand it off to you. And we were supposed to do. I know we were supposed to go through the audience map, but I'm thinking quack on that, huh? Quack. Yeah. So this is our class, you guys. This is our first operations class. That's a great taste of what you get in the first operations portal. And yes, it's work, but it's really fun. It's effort that you have to put in. Otherwise, if you don't do this step, your ads are going to be off. If you're not getting sales, if you're not getting people to engage with your posts, if you're not having people respond to your messages or to any posts, it's because of this. It's because your branding is off. So is there any final nugget you wanted to leave, Sebastian, before we invite them to our special offer?
Branding. Okay. What can I say? Well, I think branding is the most valuable asset. Your brand is the most valuable asset of your business. That's why you have to start with it. And if you skip it, you are missing on a huge value.
Oh my God, I have to tell a story then.
Story time.
Okay, story time. Beautiful woman approached me when I was having a meetup at Reno. She clearly looked, you can like tell when people are like kind of successful, you know what I mean? They have this air about them. She was a doctor. She was a doctor who created her own, she called it a wellness center. However, she had branded towards people who were not holistic minded. There are people who are getting plastic surgery, people who are on diets, who are in it for skin deep reasons, you know, the wellness, like the image, right? So for 14 years, she built a business dedicated to the superficial side of wellness, okay? She came to my meeting and said, Caitlin, we're trying to rebrand because now that cannabis is legal, I want to start selling what I'm truly passionate about, and that is holistic services and cannabis-infused things. And I was like, okay, that's great. I went to her website, and all of her colors were like gray and blue and white, and it looked like and felt like a cold hospital, okay? So immediately when you get to the website, it doesn't feel holistic or warm or nurturing. It doesn't feel natural, and it feels all very medical. And, you know, she's talking to people. Her messaging is all towards people who don't care about being natural. They want to just look good at any cost. So what she did when branding, clearly she was prioritizing the market around her. She's in Reno, Nevada, and this is where we're 8 hours from Las Vegas, very, very into appearance people are here, okay? And so it was clear that she did what most business owners do. They prioritize to the market. What does the market want? Where's the money? And she prioritized money over her values. So 14 years later, after building an email list, after marketing, direct mail, investing tons of money over a decade into having this audience, she tried rebranding. It wouldn't work because she built an audience over 14 years who weren't aligned with those values. A week, like I tried reaching out to her for over a year. The business was closed. The business is closed now.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the importance of branding. So she was so off brand. She wanted to switch. She wanted to finally be in alignment. But that's why you cannot prioritize the market over money. It will be short-lived success every time if you do that.
And actually, we can see this in big brands as well. For example, let's take Apple and Dell. They are both computer brands, right? They are computer companies. So Apple decides to come out with an MP3. Everybody uses it, changes the world. Dell says, oh, I can make MP3s as well. Like, I'm also a computer brand, right? They throw out their MP3. Did you hear about it? Where is it? Nobody cared. Everyone was like, Dell, MP3? No, you do computers. Stay on your lane. Because Dell has branded always their computers, their specs, their features.
Yes, this is so. Oh God. Oh, it's so painful, Sebastian, to hear when people are branding towards their products or they want to check people for their products. Like, if you don't do it for the invisible things, like for your values, this is what will happen. So never chase the money, never try to serve the market in that way. You first have to become aligned with the soul of yourself and your brand.
And the internet has also surfaced something really interesting. Usually the mass media of communication was for that, right? For the masses, for everyone. So it had to be like vanilla and something that everybody could stand. But now that we have the internet, things are really specific. So every time somebody puts something out for a widow, turns out there's a thousand weirdos that care about it and love it and it's perfect for them. So now we should focus on doing things for widows and for specific groups of people. As Seth Godin says it, it's the minimum viable audience.
Yes. So you guys, thanks for sticking around for so long. Sebastian and I work together in the Legacy Brand Leader Journey, where we prioritize the mission of developing legacy brand leaders and helping them build the foundations of business, starting at branding, marketing, sales, and even after, so you can use money to heal the world. So we are offering a free trial. You're invited. We have a link below this video. Just sign up at the link, click on it, and you'll be invited to fill out a form. And we'll send you the password and the link to the free demo right away. And you're going to get 7 days worth of really valuable emails as well. So if you learned a lot on this, you'll learn a lot in the emails, because it's much more digestible, very short, like 5 minutes or less. There's worksheets that you get, and it will really help you understand the Legacy Brand Leader Journey and help you see what you're missing in your business and the order of operations you should be building in.
Boom.
All right. Bye.
See you, everyone. Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, thank you.